no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I won't lose with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah. And I hit that. Okay, yeah. And I hit that. I ain't like it. Okay, yeah. And I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the...
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to Nico.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And
inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On second and 10, Darnold. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He gets 6. That'll leave him with third and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They face a third and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
At the 39-yard.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive...
It got his man complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and long, it's Darnold going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the...
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
To Julio Jones. A big gain on the play. But
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
First down, Eagles.
He's going to let it go again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Watch 36.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Off of play action, Darnold gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, 37 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Eagles 21, Bears 10. Eddie Pinheiro to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Going to throw right side here, complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
For Chicago.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman. 76 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Line 36. Line 36. Not today, you are. Not today. Watch 36. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Darnold from the gun. His throw incomplete.
Darnold.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch 36. 36.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
36. I got it. Check 26. Check 26.
Again, Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
36, line 36. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch 36 to Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
To the air again, Darnold. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, alert three. Wide, get wide.
On third down, here's Bell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 3. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 13.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Philadelphia.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line 36. Line 36. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch 36. 36.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Line 36.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Darnold to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Strip the ball. Lady, strip that ball. Line 36. Line 36. Hey, they scared. Watch 36. 36.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
36 to Mike. No chance. Line 36. Line 36.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Bears 17.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.